When you see a lockdown defender in NBA 2K26, there is about a 99% chance he is one of three heights: 6'6", 6'7", or 6'8". By the way, that 6'7" was not a joke at all. That shit is so goddamn overplayed. Y'all gotta stop with that. Either way though, it hasn't always been like that for lockdowns. Back in NBA 2K19, the most popular lockdown build was actually the 6'10" lockdown, which for those of you who maybe didn't play that year of 2K, the 6'10" lockdown was no joke. This thing was out rebounding glass cleaners, it was locking up point guards, it was locking up stretch bigs, it was shutting down post scorers. There was quite literally zero flaws to the build. But as you guys probably know by now, 6'10" lockdowns are pretty much extinct. So what exactly happened? Well, 6'10" lockdowns just don't get the required badges anymore. They don't get on-ball menace. They don't really get everything you need to be a lockdown. So they're just kind of dead. Luckily though, there is a relatively good backup, being the 6'9" lockdown, which I believe is fully back this year. Now, I did already show the complete build creation for the 6'9" lockdown in my last video, but I'm gonna just quickly go over it again so you guys can see what we're working with. And then I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of what it was doing, because some of y'all in the comments were doubting it a little bit. Like this guy right here. Well, maybe he wasn't doubting it, but he was like, yo, are you actually locking up with this build or are you capping? So y'all gonna find out. But either way, here is what the attributes are currently looking like on this 6'9" lockdown. Now keep in mind, I do have 8 cap breakers. I spent my 2 specialization on driving dunk, and then I spent 6 to get, enough ball handle and speed with ball. That way I can use this build in threes and be kind of, a hybrid all-around player. But either way, the key things about this build are, for one, we have the 87 perimeter, which is going to go to 91 and then eventually 92 for gold on-ball menace, gold challenger. We +2 the on-ball menace, get that to legend on a 6'9" build, so we can easily guard point guards. We can easily guard bigs with the 88 block, which once again, +4 cap breakers. That is going to get us Hall of Fame chase down artist. And then we also have things like 80 rebound, so, we can reliably help on boards, play big in threes, whatever is needed. And we have an 86 speed, 86 agility at 6'9". We are faster than a lot of guards on this game. The only things I maybe wish we could have gotten on this build was a 77 interior so we could later get, gold paint patroller. I just could not make it work with the attributes. There's just no way to salvage stuff without lowering speed or agility. And the 78.3, maybe wish that was a little bit higher, but at the end of the day, we still unlocked silver set shot. And with silver set shot, you guys already know the drill. +2 gets you Hall of Fame, and you're not going to miss with that. Which, speaking of the badges, here is what I have currently been using for my max +1s and max +2s. We have the Hall of Fame set shot, Hall of Fame on ball. I do have the crew tier 2 as well, so that gives us Hall of Fame chase down, Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame posterizer. Like, this build overall, yes, it is significantly better if you have, your pass done, you get all your max +2s, max +1s. But even if you don't have those, you can still definitely lock up with this build quite easily. And I want to point out, once again, when we have everything fully maxed out and all of our +1s unlocked, we can have gold rebound chaser, legend high flying, legend all-ball menace, still have the Hall of Fame set shot, gold lightning launch, and, Hall of Fame interceptor. We're not going to be able to get that to legend unless I swap it with set shot, which I don't think is worth it. But either way, you guys see the potential. You can get basically every badge you need on a very high level to guard bigs, to guard smalls, whatever is needed. Now that I've shown y'all the complete build though, it's time to get into some clips so y'all can see this build in action. So starting off with this first game, we were absolutely everywhere. As y'all can see, we are already getting a steal 2 seconds into the gameplay. We got our 2-8 tenacity. We're going to find my boy Aqua, and that's going to be a free 3. No idea what the center was doing right there. Next possession, they're going to try to shoot a 3 from the top, and I'm going to jump from Timbuktu and get a contest. I am telling you, after this contest patch, 6'9" lockdowns are genuinely moving different. Not only are we still shooting consistently, but this 88 block has got me moving diabolical. I'm smacking shots on the fast break, jumping at people from across the map, getting huge contests. I'm even shooting over people. All right, it was only like a 6%. Whatever, it was still a little contested. Let me have my moment. But I know you're probably thinking right now, Grab, can you actually contest and stop 7'4" after the patch? Yes, you can. right? I did not play any in my gameplay, so I don't have any clips of that. But if you jump, well timed at a 7-4, you are getting red contests. Whereas before, you had to be 6'11", otherwise you had no chance at stopping a 7-4. And mind you, I only have Silver Challenger. I was not using a +1 or a +2 anytime I actually did play a 7-4. So yeah, I mean, we are getting crazy contests. We're getting crazy steals right there. Finding my boy Harlan on the break. Boom. Like, come on, man. And you know what? Just to add insult to injury, give me that as well, man. Come on, the corner bait to my boy Aqua. He's too damn slow to bring it up. He gives it a Kaz. That's going to wrap up game 1, though. Now, moving on to game 2, we start off with a green light. Now, y'all will notice, in the top right, my percentage was not looking the best. I was trying out a different base this game. It's safe to say I just did not like it. I could not get it down, and I missed some shots that I normally would hit as we get the steal right there. That shot didn't count, so I can't even, use that as an excuse for my percentage. Right here, we're going to get another little meter dunk of doom, followed by this catch and shoot 3 right here. And already, we up to 11 points. We are looking pretty damn good. Now, right here, Harlan's going to find me on the back cut. A little bit of a late pass, so that's fine. I'm going to have to go up the layup. It's cool, whatever. Right here, they're going to get boxed in the paint, find the corner man, shoot a pretty bad shot, and I'm going to snag the board over 5 people in the paint with an 80 board. I'm telling y'all, that 80 board, don't underestimate it. You have silver rebounding badges, but that silver chaser, silver box out beast can absolutely be a huge help for your team. Now, screens, he's going to find me in the corner, and that's going to be another 3 just like that. Already, 16 points, 4 boards, 2 dimes. We're looking pretty damn good, followed by a 100% contest right there. 100%. Now, before the patch, right, I know that guy's about my height, whatever. I think he's probably like 6'8". Before the patch, that wouldn't have been 100. It just wouldn't have. It would have been a red probably, but not 100. Now, Aqua's going to find me on the lob right there. We up to 21 now. And just to do a little bit more, we're actually going to get a blitz steal on the next possession, which are very rare in this game. And we're going to follow it up with a lob to Harlan. Next possession, I wanted to show you guys this because this animation, while it was a blocking foul, on Ball Menace this year, you can shove people out of bounds, and 9 times out of 10, it is not a blocking foul. It's out of bounds, and it's a turnover. You get a lot of those. Now, right here, I'm going to cut in. My guy was sleeping. That's going to be a free little lob, followed by us forcing a very ill-advised shot in the next possession. Somehow he made that pass. Like I didn't have bailout or anything. Thankfully, 2K didn't reward them. They still missed. We're catching the ball on the break right here. Didn't really want to go up with that layup, but you guys already know. You get that Madden stumble animation, and you're kind of cooked. That's just how it is. We are still going to get the 3 out of it, though, so maybe it ended up being a good thing. Now, on to this next game, though. We are going to start off by snagging a board. Can't really find anybody up the court. I just give it to my boy Harlan. He's going to find me on the back cut, and then I'm going to dot the corner. And this dude is going to use black magic and steal the basketball without even looking. But it's fine. I get my get back next possession. And then I find my boy Aqua in the corner. Actually, he missed. I thought he made that shot. I was unfamiliar. Like, I was watching this back. But, we get another steal. And then we get a meter dunk. I got to do everything myself. Now, my team does end up getting a steal right here, but if you thought I was going to talk about that, you're wrong, because I'm going to continue complaining about how that dude stole it with his spidey senses, bro. Like, that was bullshit. Anyway, we scoop at the ball right there. Trying to look for something. I see Aqua kind of slip through. I was hoping it would take him all the way, but he ends up getting the bucket regardless, so it doesn't really matter. iPod King Carter on the drive. He's going to throw a very ill-advised pass, and then my boy Harlan's going to find me down the court. Clyde Drexler dunk package, kind of troll, but it does look goofy. Aqua, unfortunately, misses me on the lob, throws the standing. It's all bad. I don't got a lot of standing dunk on this build, so him throwing that lob late did kind of chalk me right there. Probably not the right decision there from Harlan either. Should have thrown it to the corner, but listen, I'm not going to complain. Points are points. Right here, Kaz is going to bring it out the court. That is how you throw a lob right there. And that is also how you read a passing lane like a book. Another steal for us. Harlan's bringing it down. He's going to stop, going to hit me. I do have my two-way tenacity here. I'm going to find Aqua. Their center is looking completely lost. Harlan's going to drive it again, find me. We're going to shoot a fader by accident. Didn't even give me tempo. Still hit it. We're chilling. Another 3. Y'all already know. We were shooting, pretty damn good this game in the second half. First half, listen, y'all look at my percentage. We might have cut out some misses. I ain't going to hold you. But second half, we definitely were pretty clutch. This number 9, he's going to hit it, do a little dance. That shit kind of disgusted me. We're going to hit a step back right over this guy. And that's pretty much the clips I have. Listen, boys, all I can say is if there was any doubt about making a 6'9" lockdown before today's video, I hope I erased all of that. I mean, y'all saw what the build was doing. We were getting steals like we had Legend Interceptor. We were hitting shots consistently. We were catching lobs on the back door. We were, throwing dots with our 71 pass accuracy, grabbing rebounds. There is nothing this build really can't do. And I even showed you guys, we have the ball handle to dribble. Obviously, I'm not going to dribble in a 5v5 setting because I don't need to. I have a point guard for that. But if I ever need to, you know, be a secondary ball handler or I'm playing threes, anything like that, it's definitely on the menu. But as always, though, if you guys did end up enjoying this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, as well as left a like and a comment letting me know what you thought. It's been Gravely. Peace.